Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we are now able to successfully generate that our content throughout that our ChatGPT API. How this all process actually executed, friend, I hope the concept is very clear to you. Now in this video, I want to work for our view details. Here actually I want to do when you click it, one of the model will be loaded, and into this model area I will display our total content data, which I have already stored into this our database. Right now they have the two data, and there is a two data output data I want to visible it. So let's do that work. Then I will edit, update and delete. So I want to, first of all, that is one of the icon, and I want to add on the model. So here we have to go to that our all page. Now I don't need this our add content, admin, that will be not needed. I want to go to that our view, and into this view in our admin back in content, and that is our all content. And into this all content, I have already used one of the icon. Here you can see that is actually one of the href I have actually loaded. This will be for that our view. So here I want to change little bit. I want to do right now, I don't need this. I want to better remove it. And here I want to now load one of the button. Okay, I just simply updated, sorry, I want to take one of the button, and into this button area here I want to first of all define one of the type. That will be one of the button type. I name it as a button type. I want to use one of the class. I want to use it like as a btn. That will be as a btn soft. Okay, I want to use it as a soft primary. This type of the things I want to use it, and btn I want to use one of the icon, and that will be as a btn will be as a small, and I want to make it as a rounded will be as a circle. Here I simply define this class. Okay, and then I want to load one of the model. So if you want to load one of the model, then in that case we have to call it as a data, because that is also one of the bootstrap theme. These themes also provided some of the model. Here if you go to that our backend theme, and into this theme area, if you go to like that is actually all that our URL, that is a base UI, and here actually you will get also the model. Like if you go and they have the, you can see there is a model. So different type of model is already supported this theme. Now that is a model code I want to done to use it. So that is the reasons here I want to do that will be as a data will be as a bs. Okay, data bs will be as a toggly, and toggly will be one of the name. Sorry, here I want to name it as a model. Okay, and then that will be as a data, and then the bs as a target. TARGET. Okay, target, and target will be which one, that means who by the which ID you want to visible it. Like I want to press one of the ID as a view. Okay, view content, that will be actually our model ID. And here also I want to pass that our ID, which ID, because there is the multiple data. So here we have to pass it in our that is actually page. I have already loaded in our for each area. I get all that our content data. I take the things with this variable. Now actually that is our content, and this content ID we have to get it as a one ID or the two ID, right? So that is the reasons here I want to do. I have already displayed all that our data throughout this our item. Now in our view content here also I want to access it our with this item, our content ID. Fine, and also better I want to use one of the title. That will be as a title. I want to name it like as a view content. That means when you press as your icon, that means when you press is in your mouse, that will be display this type of the name. And here actually I want to do in our button area, I want to load one of the icon. That will be one of the icon, and into this icon I want to use it as a class will be as a t, and that will be as a ti. Okay, EYE, that is the I want to done to use it. So now if you actually click as a save all, and now if you go, I want to refresh it. You can see that is icon is the same. Now here when you click it, one of the model by this ID we have to create. Okay, so if you want to now create this model, I want to do into the same page. Okay, here like that is our tier is ended, that is our for each. that our tr. Okay, so that is actually our tr, and after that tr and before this our for each, I want to load it, because here I have already get this our content data, right? Here you can see I have already get this our, there is a preview. I have also displayed that our count. I have displayed this our created time, and by this preview I have already displayed this our total content data, right? So here actually that will be the same. So that is the reasons into this our for each area I want to load one of the model where I put some of the note for you. Okay, here I put some of the note, then that will be helpful. Like I want to name it as a view content. Okay, content TENT, right? Content model. So I want to start it from here. So in particular that positions I want to take one of the div, and then I will use that one of the class will be as a model. I want to use that class as a fade class, and then that will be on the id, and this id will be which one? This id will be, that is the view content I have already defined, and also here I have defined that our item id. So I simply better copy it, and now in here I want to paste it. That will be our view content, and that is our id. Perfect. Now after that, here that should be also another tab index. I name it as a tab, and tab index will be as a -1. Here I want to use it, and then I want to take another div, and here I want to use this on the model dialog. Okay, model, and then that will be the dialog, dialog dialog, and model. Model I want to use it as a large one, and then I want to take another div. Here I want to use that our model content model, and then that will be as a content. Okay, model content. Perfect. And this model content area here I want to take another model header, that will be as a class. I want to use it as a model header. That will be as a model header. I want to use one of the h5 tag. Okay, that will be like as a h5 or h4, whatever you choose. Now I name it one of the class as a model title, and then the title will be that is the title. I have already get this data into this our for each before, like here right now we are already into this for each. So before I have already display all that our data, you can see that is actually our title. So now this title, before I display it by the name as a title, so now I want to show it. So here into this model area, that should be displayed this our title. Perfect. And then after that I want to load one of the button for the close one. So I take one of the button will be here. I want to use it as a type will be as a button, and here I want to use that class as a btn close, and that will be as a data bs. I want to use it as a data bs as a dish, and then the mesh. Okay, dish mesh will be which one? Dish mesh will be our model. So I want to load it as a, that is our class, that is our btn close, right? Here actually you have to go outside from here. So that will be as a btn close, and now here after that will be as a data, and that will be as a data, and then the bs. I want to now call another one, that will be another one as a data bs as a dish mesh. Okay, dish mesh, and dish mesh will be which one? Dish mesh will be our, that is the model. Okay, so now here I successfully load it, and now after that I want to load another model body. I better take another div, and into this div area I want to use another class. Okay, here that will be as a model, and then the body, that will be a model body, and into this model body I want to take another div. Okay, that will be another div. I want to use another margin button, that will be as a 3, and then I want to take another div. I want to use another class as a row. Okay, and then I want to take another div, and here I want to use the class as a column, and md as a 6. Okay, that will be the column md6, and I want to put on the small in here, a small, and that will be as a small. Okay, I want to use it as a small text, and a small text class I want to use it like that will be the text will be as a muted, and then here I want to use it as a word. Okay, word count, count, right? That will be as a word count, that will be display like here. I want to use another span. Okay, span, span area I want to show it, and you can also use some of the class for this as a badge. I want to don't use it as a busy. That will be as a busy info. I want to use it. Okay, busy info. That will be a busy info. And here I want to visible it. Here if I want to visible, now I want to visible before I have already displayed. Like that is actually our item count, word count, right? I copy it, and then here also I want to use the same name as item word count as a words. Okay, words. Perfect. Now that should be displaying here. Now after that I want to do, that is a dev is started, dev is ended. Right here I want to go outside of this dev, and then after that I want to take another dev. Okay, I want to take another dev is started, dev is ended, and in here I want to use another column. That means class will be as a column, md will be as a 6, and then here I want to take another small, and small will be as a for the created, created. Okay, when actually you created this one, if you want to visible it, you can also visible. In that case I want to use the class will be as a text will be as a muted. Okay, and then here I want to load another span, and span will be, I want to use the class as a text will be as a muted, and then here I want to visible exactly the same things that I have already done it before, like this one. Okay, so into the model area that should be display, I want to do and to simply update it. Perfect. Now that is fine. Here I want to now go outside all of this. Okay, so here if you select it, that is actually our md3, which is fine. I want to go outside, and here after that I want to take one of the hr. Okay, that will be the hr, one of the line that will be added, and in here now I want to take another dev. I want to put the class as a contain, tent. Okay, that was a content preview VIEW, and this content preview area here I want to now visible this our content data. So here that will be, I don't want to use any HTML format data, so here that will be as a double exclamator, and then I want to use it as a NL2BR. Okay, by this format I want to visible it with this now item. With this item I want to access it our field name. Our field name, if you go to that our database, our field name as a output right here. Now that will be not get any type of our HTML code, that will be only get that our output. So I want to copy it, and here I want to use it our field name as out. Okay, our out put output. So now that is our field that should be loaded. Perfect. And here that is a dev is started, dev is ended. Here after the dev, if you want to use some of the close icon, you can actually also use that close icon. So I take another dev, and in here I want to use the class will be as a model footer, and into this model footer area I want to use another button will be for close. Okay, close, and close will be, I want to make that our type will be as a button, and then I want to use the class as a btn, that will be as a btn as a secondary. Okay, and here that will be the same as a data bs is test dismiss will be our model. That's all. Okay, so now if everything okay, that should be display here. If you select this dev is started and this dev is ended, so that is actually our last one. Okay, you can also put that note whether I copy it, and here I want to do after that will be as a view. Okay, I make it as a and view content model. Perfect. Now if you click as a save all, if everything okay, now that should be display our details data. If you refresh it, if you click it, model is loaded, but it's not getting it perfectly. You can see our word count is fine, our created ad is also totally fine, our title is visible, only that output is not visible. Right here actually I have used one of the space maybe, so here I want to do there should be no space. I don't need this any space. Okay, so now that will be fine. So now that should be work. Click as a save all, so that should be no space. Now if you go back again, I want to refresh it, one model is loaded. Yes, you can see now that is successfully loaded our model. Okay, Now is visible our details here. If you click it, that is another one. The future of the AI software look like this. Perfect. So how you can do this work, friend? I hope the concept is very clear. Now there is a details page is successfully working. So now we have to work for our edit, update and delete functionality. Better I want to continue this process. In our next video, I will execute that our edit, update and delete functionality. So thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.